There we go. Sorry, I was just showing you my paper. There's our art hangout. Okay, so it looks like today our daily drawing is make a picture of 8 silly cars. Okay, that's great. I love this one. So now I'm going to switch you over to my drawing here. Okie dokie. 8 silly cars. I love this. I love making funny cars. And I think some of us have done this. I did this with some kindergartners, maybe some first graders. When I make a car, I start with kind of a shape. You know, like I see this car, and it's almost like a truck. See, like I do these 2 shapes, those basic shapes, and it's almost like a, I don't know, some kind of delivery truck or something like that. This will be a delivery truck. It'll be called Fast, I guess. That's the delivery company. They're called Fast. F-A. And I'm designing a little logo. That's fun. But these are going to be silly cars, so we got to make something silly about it. Oh, I got it. This is the fastest delivery company ever. So here we've got the driver. He's got some goggles on, and he's just like, yeah. Okay. And this thing has a rocket on it. That's why it's so fast. Of course no other delivery companies can compete. This one has a rocket. Cool. And today I'm just using a pen that I found, like just this random pen. This is not like some super fancy art pen that costs $6,000. No, this is just a regular pen I found around the house, and I'm just drawing, if you noticed, on a notebook paper. I'm a strong believer that it doesn't matter if you have fancy art supplies. Of course it's nice to have them, but you can make good art with anything. It's all about you and your creativity. Alright, this next car I'm going to make, they got to be silly, so this is going to be like a car with legs. Here we go. I'll always draw like a little belt. I don't know why. I have these things like that I just, you know, if I draw pants, I'm going to draw that belt. I don't know why. I think everybody has that. Just certain ways that you draw things. Alright, this is a pretty weird car here. It's got some legs. And it's fun to draw the people inside just to be like, what are they doing? And I'm just making a silly drawing here. Alright, that's cool. There's 2 silly cars. Now another one, so then for the next one, I'm just going to do a shape. And then make a car from there. Like, just make up a random shape or an irregular kind of funky little shape. There we go. That's a fun shape. Now I'm going to turn that into a car. What am I doing? Alright, we'll give it treads, like on a tank. A lot of these things, like the way I draw these things, are like, you know, somebody showed me how to do this when I was very young. And I was just like, oh, that's how I draw tank treads now. See, like I just put all those little circles and then I just draw this thick line around it. I'm pretty sure someone showed me that when I was in like 4th grade, and I still draw that. Alright, it's got cool little treads so it can go over all kinds of rocky terrain. And then it'll have 2 windows here with little drivers inside. Almost looks like some kind of skateboarding anteater car thing. This is weird. Cool. When you do those weird shape kind of drawings, sometimes you get some strange results, but it's fun. Alright, there's a couple cars, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw the horizon line, so that means this line, and that means that the sky's up here, and the ground is down here, right? But I'm also going to draw another horizon line. See that? Second one and like a third one. You see how I just did that? And then that looks like hills, kind of. Right? Hills going back. And I'll make it like there's this road. So that these cars are on the road. Beep, beep. What a crazy road, huh? And then you can see the road going back, and as things are going back toward the horizon line, it gets smaller. So I'm making my road like get smaller and smaller. Even the lines on the road are getting smaller. And then it'll like come back over here. It'll come up. And then it's even smaller over here. And we can barely see it zigzagging away. Okay, I've got a few more cars to draw. Maybe I'll have one coming over the hill over here. And this one will start with a wheel. I'm gonna make like a Dr. Seuss kind of car. I don't know if you've ever read, I'm sure you've read these Dr. Seuss kind of books, but they have some of the silliest, craziest cars and things in them. That guy was such a cool artist. He was such a creative artist. And I really am inspired by his art. So here I got like some wheels here. Maybe it's like a 3-wheeled vehicle, right? 2 wheels in the back, 1 in the front. I guess it's kind of hard to see in the webcam, but that's okay. And I've got a driver up here, and he's like holding a long steering wheel that comes down here. This is kind of a nonsensical, weird bike thing, I guess. We'll give a flag to it. See, I think when you just draw like this and kind of just let it be loose and not worry too much about it, you're able to try new things and explore. And don't get me wrong, there are definitely times that I spend a lot of time on a picture and I like use a pencil first and try to make it all as perfect as I can. That's definitely a good thing to do too. What I'm doing right now is more just kind of doodling, and that's great. I think it's all good. You should do all of it. If you want to see some drawings that I really put a lot of time and work and thought into, you know, check out some other videos on the channel, and I have some like that would be good examples of that, where I'm using a pencil first and like really thinking things out. I don't know what I just drew. Maybe they're buildings. I'm just doodling as I'm talking. It's fun. It's fun to like draw and doodle while you're doing something else. Like even if you're watching a TV show or something, you're watching cartoons, get out your little drawing pad. You know, make a little something. Don't even think about it. Like right now, I'm not thinking about this. I'm just like talking to you all and enjoying myself and letting my pen just kind of go where it wants to go. It looks like I'm making some kind of a futuristic city back here. See, I'm drawing it really small on the horizon line, and it looks like it's far away. See, like it's big up here near the foreground, the middle ground, you know, this guy is kind of medium sized, and the background is really tiny, and that looks super far. Like if I drew this fast, I'll draw another one of these fast trucks on this road, it would be about this big. It's barely a speck, so that shows that it's really far away. Lots of space. 2, 3, 4. Does that count as a silly car? I don't think so. I'm not going to count that one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to go to another page because one of my students showed me such a cool idea for a type of car. These 2 kids were just drawing this one day, and I was like, that is such a cool idea. So it goes like this. We start with that truck shape, okay? That same shape that we started last time. It's like a truck, except it's got everything. Like it's like the ultimate truck. So I'll give it some wheels, obviously. Gonna have some wheels. But like this truck is going to have a front room where you come in, and a little stool to take your shoes off. And there's even a plant in there. And then you come through the door inside this truck, and that leads you to a room where there's a big TV. And there's also a couch. Kind of a funky looking couch. It can be a couch, sure. And they're watching Pokemon. Yay! We love watching Pokemon. And there's a little room in there. And then you can go up the stairs. And there's another story to the truck. And up here is... well, we've got a bathroom, of course. Every giant truck has to have a bathroom. Not really, but this is my imaginary truck. Trucks don't really have bathrooms in them. Maybe some of them do. I think some semi-trucks, you know, they have like a little place for someone to sleep. They might also have a bathroom. I know one thing for sure, mine does. I'm not a truck expert. I'm just a silly artist teacher. Alright, and then I'm putting a little kitchen over here with a microwave and a refrigerator. We've got a kitchen, and then behind the kitchen we've got more stairs that go up, and of course up here is the swimming pool, because every cool truck's got to have a swimming pool. Okay, that one's totally not true. I don't think I've ever seen a truck with a swimming pool, but that's okay. Yours can have a swimming pool if you're making one, or not. You know, like, you can put anything you want. You don't have to copy mine exactly. You do it your own way. Maybe you have a unicorn zoo. Here's a little guy jumping off a diving board and a guy splashing in the water. And over here, behind the pool, there's a secret keypad. And if you enter in the right code, it takes you to a secret treasure room. This is my treasure room, with my treasure chests that have piles of glowing diamonds in them. Yay! And my precious, famous artwork collection hanging on the wall. We have George Seurat and Vincent van Gogh paintings, and Claude Monet paintings, and there's a gold fidget spinner. Wow! That's amazing. That's my treasure room. And what else would be in a treasure room? I'll keep my Nintendo Switch in there, because, oh, I love that thing. That's a treasure for me. Okay. And we got to put these little things to hold it up, because, I mean, otherwise that would fall down, and that would just be an impossible truck, wouldn't it? This has to make sense. Just kidding. It doesn't make any sense at all. I'm just being silly. And here's me driving my truck with my hair blowing in the wind. I've got to have my cup of coffee. You guys know I love to drink coffee. And driving my awesome truck. Alright, I don't know if I made 6 silly cars, but I definitely made my fair share. Let's get a good close-up look at this. There I am driving with my coffee, and downstairs with a little mud room and a TV. You go upstairs, you've got a kitchen and a bathroom, and up there you've got the pool room and, whoop, treasure room. That's my truck. And the other picture we made, I'll take a good close look at this one for you. My little weird skateboarding anteater tank. Super fast delivery rocket truck. Legs car. I like that one. Maybe we'll see Legs car again. Weird Dr. Seuss bike thing. And the city. Alright. Oh, I see some people in the chat. I didn't even notice. What's up, guys? Oh, cool. Maybe... Well, people are talking about Pokemon in the chat, so maybe I'll draw some Pokemon for y'all. I was gonna be done, but... oh, maybe Pokemon or Animal Crossing. I'll do an Animal Crossing. I'm gonna look for a little picture here to use as a reference. Here's what we're gonna do. I really enjoy playing Animal Crossing a lot. It's a fun game. Okay, let's have some fun here. We've got a little Tom Nook going on. What's up, Tom Nook? So there's a funny thing about him in this game. He's based on something from Japanese folklore called a tanuki, which is like a raccoon person, and they're like a trickster creature, and they do all kinds of tricksy things, and they have these magic leaves which they use to transform themselves. So they have these magical leaves that have transformative powers to turn them into, they look like people or other things. And I think that tricky little Tom Nook here, I think his little scheme is to use these little magic leaves and turn them into furniture, turn them into expensive furniture. This is just a funky drawing I'm drawing while I'm talking, I guess. Turn them into expensive furniture, like televisions, and then charge you lots of money for them. What a great racket. He really knows how to make the money. This is just a weird little doodle book. I don't think too much about it. Yeah, he's a capitalist. He makes money any way he can. But you know what? He's a nice guy, and it's enjoyable for everyone, so he's not that bad. But yeah, this is just a funny little sketchbook. I don't cross things out. I scribble things out if they don't look good. I don't rip out pages. I just leave it all in there. It's just a practice of not worrying too much. Like, if you're scribbling things out and crossing things out, you're stuck in this mindset of like, oh, is it good enough? I don't think it's good enough. And then you're like tense about that. But if you just kind of don't scribble your things out and just keep going, you get into a mindset of like not worrying about it, right? And I think it's good to be able to relax like that with your art. Alright, I'm going to do one more drawing. Let's see here. You know what? I should use crayons for this one. Well, I hope everyone's doing good out there. It is Friday, after all, so, Friday's just a happy day of the week. This is a crayon one. I just feel in the crayons for this. I wonder what's in Tom Nook's shop today. Haven't got a chance to check. I really want some of those arcade games. I've got a cool little computer room. I've got like a computer and servers and like arcade games. It's fun. That looks weird, but I guess it's supposed to look weird. It's Mimikyu. I like to, with a drawing like this, give it a bold outline and then like a solid color background, or at least a simple background. Like it's just a little doodle, but you can just kind of give it a lot more style and a lot more finish, even if it's just a sketchy little doodle. That looks pretty cool, I think. That's a nice green, yellow green, yeah. I told my wife the other day, I was like, I think I really like green. Like, I think green's my favorite color. And she was like, dude, green's been your favorite color for years. I didn't even realize it. She's like, you always loved green. What are you talking about? I just love all the colors. People usually, when people ask what my favorite color is, I'll just say, right now, feeling kind of, I don't know, purple right now. But it kind of changes. But you know what? Really, I think it's green. And I'm just taking like deeper, darker greens. We got the yellow green and then the lime green, and now just like a regular green. So I was like, yeah, just make a simple one color background and then proceed to use a bunch of colors. That's alright. Just following my heart. Alright, well that's kind of a fun Mimikyu. I think if I were flipping through my book and I found that one, I'd be like, oh, that's a good one. And then, you know, you flip through your book and you're like, okay, that one's okay. And then you're like, okay, that's kind of weird. But it's fun to look at, even though it's weird, right? I'm glad it didn't just be like, no, cross it out. Like, just keep it in there. It's like your little history. All right, everybody. Well, that was fun. I'm going to take off. I'm going to do this again probably on Monday and hopefully have the art gallery up on our website thing. And we can look at the art gallery. So send any more artworks you have by Monday. I'm going to have that all up for you. Take care. Have an excellent weekend. Be your best awesome self. Make some cool stuff. Love yourself. Love your art. Love the people around you.